That's why guys like Grant Cardone in their 60s and guys like Gary Vee have so much energy and can work 13, 14 hours a day because they're passionate about what they do. They're aggressively progressing towards big, fun, aggressive goals. I think Grant Cardone just sold out last year, or maybe it was this year, I don't know, 35,000 person sports stadium. Just a crazy goal. I think he even lost money on it or broke even or something, but he did it just for shits and gigs, just to have that goal. And those guys have so many employees, they're able to make fast progress. You know, it's not like they're sitting there typing away, doing the web design themselves, tinkering with the sidebar or whatever, where the progress is super slow, like it is when you're starting your first online business. And I was just learning everything and doing everything by myself instead of handing that off to teams. By the way, I'm still not a fan of employees. I'm a fan of business systems. I pay 15 different business systems to do stuff for me. I've got one guy doing social media management. Everything else is a business system. I prefer the lifestyle business to the empire, but that all depends on you. Either way, I can make so much more progress towards my goals now than when I started, and it makes me a lot happier. So don't fight it, just accept it, be about it. You can make the argument, Will, you're always going to need more. Yeah, you're always going to need more. It's like motivation, doesn't last, okay? But bathing doesn't last, okay? You got to bathe every day, and you have to have goals every day, and you have to have new goals every year. That's why I tell you guys, have your mission, okay? If you're 25, where are you going to be by 30, right? Where's your health, wealth, relationships, lifestyle? If you're 35, where are you going to be by 40? Where's your health, wealth, relationships, lifestyle? And then every year, you have yearly goals towards that. And those goals have to be exciting. If they're just maintenance, if they're not moving forward, you're not going to have energy towards those goals. Almost always, when you don't have energy, it's you're not in the right vehicle, or you haven't set the right goals, or you haven't found a way to make the boat go faster, so to speak, to speed up progress towards those goals. I'll give you a hint. One of the best ways to make more progress is to spend money. Okay, spend money on advertising, spend money on buying business systems, spend money on using other people's business systems to make your boat go faster, to get to your goals faster. If you don't have more money, go out and make more sales calls so that you can get some money, and maybe eventually you don't have to do outbound. You can have an inbound machine like I have. So don't fight it, just accept it, be about it, be in the right business, take aggressive action. Okay, if you're in real estate and you can't get passionate about selling real estate, get passionate about the money and like the territories to conquer. Like, this is my, the Upper West Side is mine, or whatever it is. Or, if you can't get passionate about the money, you can't link that to money, you really hate it. Like, there were some sales jobs that it didn't matter how much money I made, I hated. I mean, I started RLD in 2012. I could have gone into real estate and made good dough, but it wasn't for me. Even if I linked it to money, it wasn't for me. I'd much rather, if I wasn't doing this, I'd be doing sales training. I get much more high off that than I would off selling real estate. That would be the other vehicle. But I found the vehicle for me. So, if you can't link money to it and you're really testing that out, then get into the vehicle you really want to be in. Big three for high ticket service: financial services, insurance, real estate. Can do what a client of mine did. He bought a bank. That's an aggressive goal. And you only have one life, so don't bitch out to a chump job or something that you hate that's got you struggling out of bed with fucking low energy, man. No point being alive like that. Go in on the right vehicle, find something you're passionate about, or get passionate about what you're doing by linking the pleasure to the amount of money, and set goals that are aggressive, okay? Aggressive but realistic, and then figure out what you have to do to make the boat go faster, right? And once you hit those plateaus, stop and celebrate, but don't stay there so long so that you set up camp. Keep moving forward up to the next plateau. Keep making the boat go faster, mixing metaphors, but you know what I'm talking about. Keep climbing faster, and you're gonna wake up with energy, man. Okay, and I'm talking about energy about life. Yes, it's important to control your physical vehicle, like eating right and all that stuff. But I'm talking about like mental energy, zest for life, vitality. Um, that's all about having the right games to play within life and making progress on those games. The cool thing about the business game is like, you know, Warren Buffett's in his 70s. He still probably hasn't peaked. You know, you can play the business game forever. The pro athlete game, that's like 5 years or whatever. Um, the business game, the empire game, the building game, you can play for the rest of your life and have fun with it. So that's why so many guys work into their 60s or 70s, their 80s, because they're about making progress. That's why Warren Buffett says he tap dances to work every day. Um, you know, there's some days where like I receive like I'm on information overload, you know, about the content or whatever. I had a commenter say that I might be running out of things to say. I've got so many like unfinished articles, like it's hard for me to even pin down where to start. You know, I've got 17 courses that I can do. Just a crazy amount of stuff. I'm never gonna get bored of examining life and being able to filter that through like my consciousness, being ruthless with it, chopping it down, putting it all together for you guys. For the rest of my life, this will keep my interest, and there's so much room to expand, right? You know, where guys like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, the top of my industry, are making, you know, 100 million a year. I can play this game for the rest of my life. But what's important is that you find your vehicle that you're passionate about. You've got the right goals. You're making progress to those, and you're trying to make that progress as aggressive as possible. And you know, you're going to start to get high on achievement.